Hi friends, today let's dive into The Princess and the Frog. When Lawrence and Prince Naveen see Dr Facilier, the voodoo practitioner promises to make both of their dreams come true.
Make your wildest dreams come true.
Later, we find out that Lawrence and Dr Facilier have a secondary agreement wherein they're going to split the LaBeouf estate 60-40.
And we'll be splitting that juicy LaBeouf fortune right down the middle. 60-40, like I said.
But is the money really the reason that Lawrence is doing everything that he's doing? He's having to pretend to be Prince Naveen while keeping his boss locked up in a jar so that they can bleed him.
How did I ever get tangled up in all this voodoo madness?
Is this really all for money? Well, when you look at his reactions whenever the money is brought up, he doesn't seem that interested.
It's money! Buckets of it.
It's true.
So, what is his motivation? We see that Lawrence is often very frustrated with Naveen and the fact that he avoids his responsibilities and duties as a prince.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, what a coincidence, Lawrence! I have been avoiding you everywhere.
We're going to be late.
We also learn from Dr Facilier that Lawrence has spent his whole life being pushed around and ordered around by those around him.
You've been pushed around all your life. You've been pushed around by your mother and your sister and your brother.
Could this be the motivating factor? Could his motivation be that he wants to be a prince to prove to himself and others that he is worthy of respect? He probably sees Prince Naveen as someone who's very naive, who doesn't realize the power and respect they command doing nothing.
At this point, you have two choices. Woo and marry a rich young lady, or get a job.
Lawrence may believe that if he were a prince, he would use his power and the respect he was given to make things happen. When Dr Facilier calls him little man, Lawrence obviously reacts to this label.
On you, little man, I don't want to waste much time.
We also see him react angrily when Dr Facilier is talking about his past of being pushed around by those around him.
Sister and your brother. And if you was married, you be pushed around by your wife.
Most importantly though, when his future card is flipped over, we don't see Lawrence surrounded by money. We see what he truly wants. He's a prince and he's got people around him doing what he wants them to do.
But in your future, the you I see is exactly the man you always wanted to be.
He has power and respect. The idea of him wanting respect instead of money comes back a few times throughout the movie, though it is quite subtle. When Dr Facilier is talking about those who have money and who look down on those who don't, Lawrence reacts to the fact that people would look down on him.
Aren't you tired of living on the margins? While all those fat cats in their fancy cars don't give you so much as a sideways glance.
Yes, I am.
He doesn't, however, react to the idea of other people having money and him not.
It's money! Buckets of it.
It's true.
Unlike Facilier, who is obsessed with the idea of having a lot of money, it seems that Lawrence is obsessed with the idea of having a lot of respect. And when Facilier is reminding Lawrence of their financial agreement, Lawrence doesn't react to the idea of money whatsoever. However, Lawrence does react very positively and very obviously when he sees himself in the mirror as Prince Naveen.
And we'll be splitting that juicy LaBeouf fortune right down the middle. 60-40, like I said.
This really shows that he doesn't care about the money. He cares about who he is and, more importantly, how others perceive him. If others see him as a handsome prince, he has power and, more importantly, he has respect. The idea of lacking respect is a huge part of Lawrence's personality. When he gets stuck in the tube on the street and then is later pulled out, he says,
How degrading!
He uses the word degraded instead of embarrassed or humiliated. By using the word degraded, it shows us that Lawrence is obsessed with where he stands on the social ladder. Anything that can make him lose any more respect than he's already lost would be the worst thing that can happen to him. It's not just embarrassing or humiliating, it's degrading. Do you value respect a lot or not? Please tell me in the comment section down below. And until next time, happy bubbles! If you want to see any of my other videos, you can click on the box on the left to find out more about how contractual magic works, or you can click on the box on the right to find out why Charlotte didn't help Tiana buy her restaurant. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.